Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Rainy Day Reactions with Chris and Nia. Today, we are starting The 100, Season 7, Episode 1, called From the Ashes. The reason why we are starting with Season 7 is because I first started watching The 100, and I was obsessed with it. I think I watched like 1 through 4 or 5 on Netflix, and I watched it multiple times and tried to convince him to watch it. And then the last time, before season 6 started, I convinced him to watch it.
That was before season 6?
Yeah.
Really? I thought it was earlier than that. I'm pretty sure I watched part of season 5 with you when it was going live.
I think you were. It was just kind of on the TV, and you would sometimes pay attention. Yeah. But what were your thoughts?
Originally, I thought the show was stupid. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Because it was just a bunch of teenagers, because they looked old as shit, that are all super good looking for some reason. And they just happen to be in a freaking island on like a party, pretty much. That's what it seemed like. That's what I saw.
The pilot was rough.
Super cheesy. She tried to get me to watch it a bunch of times, and like, I kept watching the first episode and I was like,
that's probably what it was.
No, this is way too fucking cheesy. So it just kept putting me off. But then the one time I actually sat down and watched past the first episode, it actually like caught my attention pretty quick. I mean, the whole first season was still somewhat cheesy, but not as much as the first episode. That was worse than Disney musical shows. We ended up getting into it and we watched the whole thing, I think, multiple times now together.
Yeah, since no one else got to see us react to season 1 through 5, I mean 1 through 6, what was your favorite season?
2 to 4, I think.
2 to 4?
Yeah. Part of 1, like the second half of it. Then 2 to 4, but then 5 was okay.
It was dark. It was very different.
Great. Yeah. 6 was just weird too, with the children of Gabriel thing. Yeah, but it kind of left us off with like a few questions, especially the whole Octavia thing.
Yeah.
I just have no idea where the hell she went. Like, she dead? Like,
I know. We actually had to go back and watch season 6 a few times. Just kept getting distracted. My favorite seasons were definitely season 4. It's my favorite. Rewatching season 5 this time though, I enjoyed it a lot more than the first time. This season 6, it was just different. It was just a very different premise, and Clark was trying so hard not to have war. I feel like having a child really changed. She was trying really hard to do things differently.
Random adoptive child.
Hey, she's cute.
My blood child.
Yeah. Quick rundown of who has died. There was Abby. That was really sad. How?
Yeah, kind of. Her character took a nosedive that season 6.
It did.
She lost all her depth.
Oh my god,
well, it's true. Like, she just lost all the depth, and she was just being impulsive as fuck and like not really thinking things through.
Yeah, she really got on my nerves. Probably somewhere around Prime Fire, when she was trying to make the night blood.
Oh yeah.
Remember when she like broke the machine?
Yeah.
Oh, I think another thing that also hurt her was that Kane was no longer.
Oh, right, because the actor left the show and they had to work with like
what they had. Yeah, I don't know.
It was unexpected. Like him leaving the show was kind of unexpected, so it kind of left, I guess, the producers and everyone
trying to figure out how to end his character. He was great. I really loved Kane for the most part. Shaw, he died.
I wanted him to survive a little longer.
I was surprised he was the one that died right at the beginning of season 6.
He was a good character.
Raven can never be happy. Everyone dies. Everyone that she loves dies.
Everyone that she cares for dies. Raven could just never have a good time, but yet she's like the workhorse of the whole show. She's literally always fixing everything.
Yeah.
Especially after Monty died, and they were both like the engineers that did all the hard work.
I found it really interesting how when I first watched the show, Monty was cool, but I didn't ever really pay too much attention to Monty. And then when I watched it with Chris, he was like your favorite, right?
Yeah, he was really
And
good character. You could tell he wasn't like as shitty as everyone else.
yeah, he was pretty wholesome. But yeah, and then you I don't know, you just like influenced my view on Monty, and so then when we rewatched it and stuff, it just feels extra sad that he wasn't around to the, what was it, Planet Alpha, and his son Jordan. He was not really a big character.
No.
All right, so questions that we have for season 7.
Is Octavia alive?
Is Octavia alive? Where is Diosa? What happened to her?
She's still gone too, because her daughter came back and stabbed Octavia.
Her daughter Hope. What is the anomaly?
Well, these
Diosa.
AI chips keep playing a role on the show.
Oh yeah, now that you mentioned,
because they got rid of pretty much everyone that had a chip. Right?
What's her name? Maddie. They got rid of, what's his name? The bad.
Sheidheda.
Sheidheda. But they don't know. But they don't know where he went. So that's probably something we're going to see in season 7. I think we've covered everything. Hopefully this was not too long, but I'm so excited to get into season 7.
Hopefully they keep it interesting this season and they don't take a nosedive on the directing or just the whole
storyline.
Yeah.
And will Bellamy and Clark
ever
get together? Yeah, that's about it. Okay, let's just get started.
All right, let's get started.
Octavia! Octavia!
What the hell?
Bellamy! Bellamy!
What? You see that?
Yeah.
Mira, it's just like lo está arrastrando.
I know. You could see like something there. It's Harry Potter in his cloak.
You okay?
Oh, I thought she had disappeared too.
Bellamy? She's awake.
Who are you?
I was about to ask you the same. Octavia called you Hope, the name Diosa chose for her unborn child.
Come on, we can still catch her.
You think it's like another dimension that's like fucking with them, or
Maybe.
someone invisible? That looks fake.
What is happening?
Hello.
Gaia looks so out of place with that outfit.
Lying about the flame and making Maddie pretend she's still commander. Indra thinks it could split one crew. You don't agree?
I do. And I know we need them unified to keep the peace here. I worry about Maddie.
Indra can say that she speaks for Sheidheda, but Maddie is out of it.
I wonder how long that's gonna work.
There's never been an ex-commander before. We don't know how having the flame removed will affect her. Not to mention being taken over by
Sheidheda's gone.
Are we sure about that?
No one lives in the palace, least of all us. Being seen as conquerors will only make keeping the peace harder.
To Abby.
To Abby.
Hey! What the hell is your problem?
The heck?
I'm sorry. But I'm not just gonna sit here while he drinks to the woman that he got killed.
I didn't know what Russell was gonna do.
What is that?
Oh my god.
What?
Painful.
Is that a note?
Oh.
She's gonna get blood all over it. You can't read it.
It's the same spiral, isn't it? Trust
Bellamy. You think that was Octavia? Or you think it was Dio? No, but she sounded weird when they said Diosa.
Yeah, like she didn't recognize the name, or she didn't like the name or something.
Faith is a powerful thing.
A dangerous thing. We can expect conflict between believers and non-believers. To make matters worse, the children of Gabriel are here. Sanctum is their home too. They want Russell Prime and anyone who believes in him dead. At the moment, they too are our allies. Add to that 36 hardened criminals from Earth who one crew was at war with a few days ago. And I say we have our hands full being the keepers of the peace.
I'm so happy they have Indra though.
She's level-headed.
These people want to see Russell.
Out of the question.
I told you, you'll see him when he burns.
No one is burning at the stake. Not anymore.
Then what's being done with him?
We haven't figured that out yet.
I don't need sleep or food. I need death!
Because that's all him and his family have been fighting for and doing is living forever, and now he's alone. And he wants death, but all of these people that follow him are worried about him, so it's like now it's like twisted. Like now he's forced to live.
You got a glimpse.
A glimpse?
Of the truth greater than us all. Let me guess. You saw this?
You saw it too.
Of course. I created all of Sanctum in its image.
Anomaly?
Mm-hmm.
Trust Bellamy.
I don't remember putting it there, but I think I must have.
It's another code. Like the one on Octavia's back.
You said Octavia's name right before you stabbed her. You remembered then. And you remember now.
The anomaly was on top of us then. Yeah. And then she lost her memory when it receded, taking Octavia with it. But why just her? Why the memory loss?
That's so interesting. I thought she was gonna like give us so many answers, and she doesn't know either.
Act like you hardly know me.
What the hell are you talking about?
This place is a powder keg.
Oh, this is good.
But if these people actually believe you're Daniel and Kaylee, it may still do us some good.
Oh my god, it's just little gangs. Oh my god. One spot.
Free Russell Prime! How dare you put him in a cage? Cage is better than you deserve.
I think that's what he wants, maybe.
Everyone, we have to go back and get Russell out of there.
Hey, they're going for Russell.
He wants to be killed. That's all I told them.
Then let's give him what he wants.
Death to Prime!
Oh my god.
We have to do this now!
If I could kill you for what you did, I wouldn't hesitate.
It's kind of your fault, guy.
I know. He just wants her to kill him. They should have agreed to pick leaders from every group, and those leaders move into the castle for now.
Have we learned nothing? Huh?
Let them pass! Can't trust one crew. After all, we are one.
We are one.
Oh, because they still believe she's Casey? Casey?
Yeah, I think it is.
We are one.
From Kaylee's journal. Her slogan when she stopped oblation.
You are so hot right
Sister.
Her brother and sister.
I'm your sister. Forget about that.
Why did you draw these?
I don't know. I was bored while they were teaching us about the primes. Why are they still doing that if they know the truth?
I suppose sometimes belief is stronger than the truth. We have a lot of work to do.
Stop it. Talk to me. I know what it's like to lose a mom. And I can help.
Hey, I'm still here. You didn't lose me.
Not you, Clark.
Your original moms, both of you.
She died in my arms. I know what that's like.
Well, the woman I floated was not my mom.
Yeah, Clark is not ready to grieve, huh?
Really.
She's probably gonna put it off for a long time. And it's gonna get in the way of.
Dude, you can't like sympathize with Maddie. Like,
You know.
she clearly gave you a signal there.
I just realized I never thanked you. The flame was your whole world, and yet you chose to save Maddie. I can't imagine how hard that must have been for you. Thank you. You should have seen it. She's drawing memories that are not her own. Sheidheda? I don't know. It could be any of the commanders or all of them.
Too much toxin in the air. I am not in the mood to see my ghost right now, are you?
Oh shit, that scared me.
I think it's some Star Wars shit.
The particulate matter moves in response to motion. They come close enough.
I'll have a target. You have to stay quiet. No matter what you hear, you stay quiet. Do you understand?
Now! Pull the trigger now!
I'm sorry.
What the hell?
Just a man. Same tattoos as yours.
Target. Kill on sight.
Oh.
Why are they after her?
Bellamy!
No. Slow down. Let go.
It's closing!
Just go in. I'm so curious.
Separated by months. Okay?
Oh, that'd be so cool to see. Like, they go in, they go out, and like we can see what happened already with everyone else. They went in.
Wait, is it teleporting him somewhere?
I know.
We're not letting you have Russell.
Russell Prime is ours. You have till tomorrow's second moon to decide.
See, this is so hard because I can kind of see his frustration of them coming here and they're setting the terms.
Yeah.
You know what? They might just have to leave Russ
She just wants to see Russell.
to be in charge.
You were gonna search me, right?
I have something for you. They were your mother's. I thought you'd want them back.
That was the dad's, no?
I think so. Is she okay? Well, like a breakdown?
Finally, she does something good.
My mother!
He did that.
Oh, there goes the castle.
Palace. Yes.
Oh, she had another
That's
gun.
what you want?
Yes. Do it. Pull the trigger.
Just do it.
Set me free.
Shoot him in the neck.
I'm so sorry.
Hello, Russell Prime.
What the hell?
I prefer your new body.
Come now, Gonfela.
Oh my god!
I like you.
He ended up in his chip? Dude, they should have fucking killed him.
She's not gonna know who she's dealing with. No one's gonna know, like, who this guy. Oh my god. Oh my god.
What you want Maddie to do?
She's gonna exercise compassion right now. No, man. It's never good timing, huh?
She always does the wrong thing at the wrong time. Or the right thing at the wrong time?
I mean, to be fair, she doesn't know.
Sanctum is free! And we've all made mistakes. Tomorrow, Russell Prime dies for his!
Good choice, but...
He's not there anymore.
So what did you think?
I really enjoyed that episode. I feel like a lot happened. A lot of things that I didn't see coming. For some reason, I thought like, okay, most of the primes are dead.
You thought Russ
I thought
was
Russ
dead.
was dead. I don't know. And we rewatched it not too long ago. But for some reason, I lost track of Russ. I thought like, oh, okay, everything's gonna like simmer down. And maybe it's gonna be a mellow first episode with mainly the focus on the anomaly. And no, there are four different groups there as
with tensions high as hell.
as soon as everything just went down in the previous season, and there's just so much tension.
Bellamy got
What'd you think?
dragged into the anomaly and what's her name? Echo, real name Ash.
Mm-hmm.
What's that girl's name? Hope. And Gabriel. Yeah, they followed behind and they got transported
yeah,
into the sky somewhere. So I'm guessing there's like a spaceship or a planet somewhere. This whole time I thought it was like a different dimension and they were like crossing multi-dimensional
well, I mean,
portals.
It could
somewhere.
be, right? Because Gabriel told Octavia that she had probably been there longer.
Oh, for years, huh?
And then Hope had the vision of Octavia. Remember, right when Echo or Ash was having the vision of her telling her something. So they obviously know each other, and there is a moment where Octavia was talking to Hope.
They should have killed Russ when they got the chance. And now,
although, I mean, I guess I understand why they didn't, because it'll keep his followers at least with hope that maybe he will be freed and they will at least have Russ Prime and still continue on with their beliefs. Although I don't know that if you killed who they believe are their gods, I don't know how much cooperations you can actually get from them in the long run. So that's kind of a tough one.
I wonder if they're going to turn into like an enemy, because Sheidheda, whatever the hell his name is, he took over Russ's body. And
I was not expecting that.
Yeah, if he manipulates them, I feel
which he will.
They might become an enemy again. Again.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. That's where he went, and they addressed it right away. I thought the mystery of where he was going to be for like a few more episodes, and it was just right away.
Yeah.
And Clark and nobody else knows that is not Russ anymore.
Maddie, those drawings. I wonder if she's going to play a big role in defeating Sheidheda, because it looks like there's something still going on in her brain.
Yeah, there's still like some connection between her and the other previous commanders. So as much as Clark doesn't want her to be the next Heda, maybe she's gonna still end up being one, whether Clark likes it or not. One thing that did kind of annoy me a little bit, and I think that's kind of touches on what you've kind of like how you've felt about like Clark from time to time, is that she always ends up in this like leader role. Although she does save everyone's butt and she, has made some very difficult decisions in the past, it just bothers me that it always ends up being like one person. Like she's shared the position with Bellamy, and even Bellamy is a little bit more flexible. I don't know. I feel like Clark oftentimes just takes everything into her own hands, and people think she's doing one thing, but she's really doing something else.
Seems impulsive in a way.
Yeah,
with her decisions.
And there's no swaying her.
Because there's so many other characters that are like really interesting, and they seem like leaders. Like Indra in a way.
I love Indra.
Yeah, me too.
Indra's
She's been one of
great.
my favorite characters since they pretty much introduced her in season 1 or 2?
No, she was.
Or 3.
Was that 2? I think 2.
Late 2 or mid 2. Yeah.
I mean, she's rough, but I don't know. I just really like how she's come along as a character, and she's just got this like motherly, tough ladiness about her. I love it. We did not get anything on Dioza. What are your thoughts on Gaia?
She hasn't got like that light on her. It just made her shine as a character. She was kind of just like a backup character for Octavia and whoever the commander was.
Yeah.
But I feel like she needs to play a bigger role. Hopefully they give her like a little bit more importance.
I did get the feeling though, like when Clark was talking to her about how she never said thank you, and that, the commander, that whole thing has passed, and that's kind of been all she's been about. I did have a feeling that the reason why she seemed to be taking it so well is because I think there is still hope. She still feels like Maddie will be the next commander. So she cares about Maddie, but in the back of her head, there's still this, she's it. Anything else, Murphy, Amori? How long do you think they're gonna be able to pull that
Brother
off?
and sister.
unless they convince everyone that like that's something that's okay or something.
Right.
I think we've covered everything. Did you want to add anything else?
I don't think so.
So we are trying to catch up to the episode that's coming out on, when is it? June
3rd. So we're going to post this episode as soon as we can. We're going to watch the second one and post that as soon as we can. But for sure, we'll be posting the 100 on Fridays and pushing One Punch Man to Sundays.
And Ozark is still Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays.
Hopefully you guys enjoy this episode, and please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you know when we post the next ones. And we'll see you next time.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
See ya.
Thank you very much.